ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and a shocking scandal threatens to upend the Kamala Harris campaign once and for all. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us out. Apparently, there's a massive cover-up by the Biden-Harris administration, at least according to somebody who was once the border chief. Not the border czar like Harris, but the border chief. Somebody who actually did a job at the border. And what he said is he was instructed, and his team was instructed, to not release the number of terrorists that have been arrested at the border, and it's a high number. Here's what's really scary about this, really frightening. We're talking about the number of terrorists that were arrested. You know how many gotaways happen every single year in this nation? How many people get across that border without being contacted, without even being, checked in basically into asylum or even looked at, vetted in any way, shape, or form? The number's astronomical. Now, if a small portion of those, even 1% of those, are terrorists, that could be an unmitigated disaster for the United States. Now, this man spoke to Congress, and he revealed all of it. And I want you to listen to it, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
In San Diego, we had an exponential increase in significant interest aliens. These are aliens with significant ties to terrorism. Prior to this administration, the San Diego sector averaged 10 to 15 SIA arrests per year. Once word was out the border was far easier to cross, San Diego went to over 100 SIAs in 2022, well over that in 2023, and even more than that registered this year. These are only the ones we caught. At the time, I was told I could not release any information on this increase in SIAs or mention any of the arrests. The administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border. Fentanyl is another issue. The San Diego area sees between 80 and 90% of the methamphetamine and fentanyl seizures annually for our entire country. With little enforcement at the border, these drugs were coming through en masse. During my last year in San Diego, the price for a single pill of fentanyl, for example, went from $10 to 25 cents. To make matters worse, during 2022 and 23, I had to shut down San Diego traffic checkpoints, which are critical for drug interdiction, because the resources had been diverted to the process and release mission. The large numbers also had and still have a negative impact on the San Diego community. I had to release illegal aliens by the hundreds each day into communities who could not support them. To quiet the problem, 2 flights a week were provided from San Diego to Texas. These flights simply brought aliens that would have been released in San Diego over to Texas. Each flight cost approximately $150,000. This was the administration's way to try and quiet the border-wide crisis.